point, President. And even now you can see this bracelet is being made by women with HIV/AIDS who are trying to make their life. We have initiated water tanks that are bringing income. And we have a community center, Shofco Community Center, whereby women and men come and meet and share their ideas of entrepreneurship, and how they can start their own business, So we also have savings, So I believe that economy of a place is very, very important because, President, honestly, Kibera is a country of its own, People who live there, when you go, you'll see people on the road trying to sell things, People are really working hard. Young men, my friends, are having barber shop, That's what they're doing, So we are also trying to help them by giving them some small loans, Yeah, so that's very, very important.
So you're providing microcredit loans?
Yes.
What's the average size of a loan?
Well, right now, it's more like 4,000. That's like, divided by 80, $50. Yeah.
How do people cook there in Kibera? Do they use charcoal?
Many people use charcoal. People use the paraffin. And it's always difficult to get because it's really high priced.
There's a project in a neighborhood in Port-au-Prince that was going on in the aftermath of the hurricanes of 2008, before this earthquake, that I have tried to support, that you should think about. I would be glad to get these people to help if you're interested in. But I've thought about it a lot in Kenya. A lot of you know who Wangari Maathai is, who won the Nobel Prize for trying to plant 30 million trees in Kenya and all that. But in the last couple of years, almost all the new plantings have been taken down amidst the poverty and difficulty. And Kenya's about to get back to a 1 or 2% forest cover, which is devastating for agriculture and devastation for water quality. But anyway, what they do, and this has been a really amazing thing, in this rather large neighborhood in Port-au-Prince where more than 100,000 people were living before the earthquake, this community group organized first a group of women to go and pick up all the garbage because they had no garbage collection except for big centralized containers for near businesses. Then they would do the recycling separation. They'd separate all the glass, the plastic, the metal, and sell that. Then they designed their own way of shredding all the paper products and making them wet and putting them in a mold and then drying them out and cutting them up into little briquettes, which they sold for cooking. 3 of these briquettes sold for about 40%, 30% of what charcoal would cost, and did the same thing. Over the course of a week, a family could cut by 70% the cost of preparing dinner. And for poor people, it's a big deal. So when this is over, if you're interested, maybe I could get you some of the people that tell you how to do it. But it's the great thing about it is we employed so many more people. And if you cut the people in who are bringing in the charcoal, so you understand they've got a legitimate need to make a living, then you at least give the people a chance who are trying to keep the trees up. But I hope that once we resolve these housing issues and we can see Port-au-Prince and neighborhood form again, that we will be able to do this all over the city, because one of my goals before I die is to close every landfill in every big city in the world, because they are contributing to global warming with methane gas, and they're gold mines. I see that the way some people see oil wells. I look at these landfills and they're full of things that can be recycled, and if you turn them into generating electricity, then you give the land back to poor people. You could have playgrounds for your schools. You could have, you could do all this.